Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Dawn. Abelard is under the effect of stolen time. The anomalies of the mangled sector have stolen Abelard's health and vigor and aged him several decades. So he has minus 20 to strength and toughness. That's rough. So I'm guessing what happened to him is that his rejuvenation treatments were undone. In the setting, humans can prolong their lifespans by undergoing rejuvenation treatments, though it's usually only people of import that can actually afford it because they're extremely expensive. They actually used to use the Xenos for it, but the Xenos were farmed out. It was a domesticated species of Xenos that was allowed to thrive in the Imperium, but supply did not meet demand. It's a winged creature right there. I'm guessing that's the Urgle that the beggars over here were talking about. But the rejuvenation treatments can extend someone's life to 150, 200 years. It partially depends on the person, but it will eventually stop working. It's not immortality, it just extends their life for a while. A much needed melted charge. I think we need 2 of these. Tracking boots. Whenever the wearer's hot on the trail extra turn is triggered, the wearer gains +1 AP and agility bonus to MP for this extra turn. And stabilizing gauntlets. When the wearer uses run and gun, they gain bonus damage on their range attacks and do not suffer winded.
Is there money to be made?
I'm gonna wait on that.
I always have a backup plan.
So we have a couple options. We can try to enter the arena, or we go back and try and fight Malice.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I'm actually going to go back to the mangled sector. We only have one melted charge. I think we need 2 to access that chest, but I'm going to try. Fencing boots, riposte gloves, tactical genius, and another melted charge. Fencing boots. Wearer gains % parry when using swords. Whenever the wearer parries with a sword, they immediately counterattack, causing the attacking enemy to become staggered. If the attacker is staggered, the wearer's parries increase by another %. Riposte gloves. If the wearer is an assassin and successfully dodges or parries an enemy's attack, it automatically creates an additional opening on that enemy on the side closest to the wearer. That's pretty cool. And Tactical Genius. Whenever the wearer successfully dodges or parries an incoming attack, they gain +10 momentum. So all those work pretty well together. It's an extra 2% parry chance, so why not?
keep your wits about you.
No reason to explode this one. We'll circle back around. The chest is over on this other platform.
Compared to naval service, that was barely
I
a
always
challenge.
keep my options open.
The Emperor favors me today.
Well, dang.
Is there money to be made?
I quick saved because I had a really bad feeling about that check. That 3% chance of failure was very intimidating.
I always have a backup plan. Always keep your eye on the prize. Let us not dawdle.
The tear in the fabric of space is sparking with entropic energy, capable of unraveling the threads of matter itself.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, I guess we'll go deal with Malice.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. I always keep my options open.
Humanling, relax with us. Take a stimulant and enjoy yourself. I have some questions. Ask away, Humanling, but try not to bore me with your chatter. Tell me about your kind. The slip? My kind were a greedy people. We always wanted more. That's why we were rapacious and indomitable. Nothing could sate our growing appetite. We could have conquered half the universe, if we needed to. The bonds that held us together fell away, replaced by more beneficial and attractive alliances, and my kind scattered. Some called it the fall of our civilization, but they did not understand the realization we had come to, that no one needs other people. All you need is yourself. Why are you called Malice? The name is an accurate reflection of my nature, more or less. It was given to me by Betrayal, Archon of the Cabal of the Sheared Tongue. He was a competent master and knew his servants well, which is why he didn't trust any of them and gave me the honor of guarding him. The Archon liked to watch me savage the assassins sent to kill him, and he named me Malice. I fended off 100 attempts on Betrayal's life, and only once was I too slow. But that was enough to lose my employer, and now I'm here. What are the Shriekers? A gang of criminals? Criminal. In Kimura, the word sounds like a joke. The Shriekers are a gang of the doomed. They live in expectation of their inevitable death in the arena, and that death makes a lot more sense than all the other deaths on offer in the Dark City. We're gladiators. We go into the arena to rip helpless meat to shreds, then we become the helpless meat ourselves. When the end is predetermined, and in the spires, it's always predetermined, you start to see death in more simple terms. You stop being afraid of it, and you learn to enjoy life. We're a gang of people who enjoy life. So, you've simply resigned yourself. A rather craven choice. The snake laughs and leans towards you. You're not going to resign yourself, is that it? You're not asking for my help. You're not going to work for me. Not going to kill in exchange for security and comfort, right? I want to know more about the arena. The arena is the giver of life in Camorra. Without the psychic sustenance created by pain and suffering, the masters of the Dark City would die off. It's just how they are made. The hungry come to the arena to gorge themselves, and the witch cults that rule the arenas ply their guests with bloody spectacles and heinous torture. The chasm is controlled by the Fatal Thirst. Not the biggest witch cult, but an old and respected one. 3 succubi stand at its head: Azara, Kekaros, and Sinistoria, are the most influential of all. But Azara disappeared not long ago, and Sinistoria has been lying low ever since she forged an alliance between her cult and the Reaving Tempest. So the deadly Kekaros is in charge of the arena. How is Camorra structured? Malice's voice turns wistful. Camorra is hidden on the underside of existence, and is stitched together from scraps of various dimensions and spaces. Long ago, the Odari created this place as a port, but now it is their refuge from She Who Thirsts. Camorra has more bleeding spires than you can count, powered by the energy of stolen suns. An eternal war for power rages here. Ambitions and passions are the fuel in the fire of an endless conflict of open clashes and covert treachery. The tops of the spires are the domain of the Cabal Archons, and reigning over all is, never had to say his name out loud, Asdrubal Vecht, the supreme overlord of the Cabal of the Black Heart. You will see them, the ruling elite, when you die in the arena, and they will feed on your suffering and gain new youth through it. They seem eternal, they live so long, but they will die one day. Camorra itself will die. It has been dying for thousands of years already, disintegrating at its foundation. Nothing in this world is eternal. Where exactly are we in Camorra? This is the Chasm, the place where those destined for the arena of the witch cult of the Fatal Thirst eke out their existence. It's also where the homunculus' cast-offs end up. Devanchus, from the Coven of the Baleful Thorn. He has his own little nook where he conducts his experiments. The Chasm is endless source of raw material for his work, and the best results are destined for the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, the patron of the witch cult and of Tervanchus in particular. But why do you think I wound up here? I couldn't care less why you're here. My guess is you were dumped. The Chasm is a cesspit. Everything gets thrown in here. Rubbish, bodies, prisoners. It all simmers together until the Jukari masters fish out whatever they need from the pot. Fighters, entertainment, living flesh. I have no more questions. Good. In Camorra, unnecessary questions can kill you quicker than a blade. Alright, attack. The Commissar says hello. The 2 humanlings have plotted against me. How predictable. Shriekers. Kill the humanling slowly. I want to enjoy his torment.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
You'll suffer exquisitely.
My place is at the fore.
Let's make some opportunities.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! Struggle is a prayer.
It's not a lot of damage, but better than none. 418 health.
It will be done.
Alright, Abelard. Cut him down, buddy.
Victory is imminent.
Let's make it quick.
Your suffering will sustain me. Nobody escapes us.
Ow.
And mere pain won't stop me. Don't let your guard down. On it. Accept your lot.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
It's a good thing we have Abelard.
It will be done. I will do my duty. Indeed.
It's as good as done.
Time to slaughter someone. Let's
we
get
go.
to it.
Dash this way, I think. Pop both of these, and suppressive fire.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Flesh crafter.
Reduced to dust. It will be done. I'm not interested. Will rule the stars themselves. Victory is imminent. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done. Grey hair, sure hand.
Nothing to it. I said we needed to attack sooner. Commissar's resolve is palpable. Victory, comrades. Duty beckons. Our allies are waiting on the other side of this strange rift, so let us not waste time. He's holding a strange Xeno device. Commissar points it at the rift, presses a few buttons, and the roiling entropic energies die down, forming a stable portal. You took your time. I'm sorry, your lordship. I didn't know that you were so zealous in the fight against the enemies of humanity. I underestimated you. I'll spill twice as much Xenos blood to atone for my mistake. What exactly awaits us on the other side? Loyal comrades and a stolen escort ship with its pilots taken hostage. Or pilot, sorry. It'll take us back to real space, where Emperor willing, will send out a distress call and be saved. By his grace, may this turn out to be true. Abelard's voice is dull and lifeless. Are you coming with us? I'll break up the rear and make sure no one falls behind. You will lead the charge. Act as a shining example of duty and valor. Onward. The Commissar raises his voice and shouts triumphantly. The Emperor is watching. Let us not falter under his gaze.
Is there money
What
to be
advice
made?
do you seek?
Let us not dawdle.
Oh. Malice is badly wounded and unconscious, but his stubborn xenophysiology prevents him from expiring.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah, so we're definitely not escaping from Kimura right now. It's probably a trap set by the Drukhari. And when we get there, we'll get captured, thrown into the arena, and have to fight him again in the arena. At least that's what I'm guessing. This banality of violence is dull. I crave subtlety. Die gracefully, die passionately. Such tantalizing hints of despair. The moment you cross the portal, you realize that something is amiss. The thousands of Drukhari all around you. The towering bulk of abnormally bloated muscle whose face is hidden behind a black mask. None of it fits the Commissar's description of a quiet dock. You have brought good meat. You have done well, Commissar. The creature's guttural voice emanates menace. Rage of the arena. Examine the monster. The Hulk's body is crisscrossed by thick, ugly scars, as if someone stitched it together from different pieces. Its huge muscles are disproportionately swollen, and riddled with peculiar wire-like augmetics running under the skin. Its backbone has been stripped of flesh, and encased in the steely grip of a spinal transplant, and its face is hidden by a black helmet. The Commissar has betrayed his comrades. This is a trap. The Commissar laughs in your face. How perceptive. You should join the Inquisition. The only reason I trusted him is because Argenta vouched for him. Impossible. Argenta's eyes flash with fury. You will pay, treacherous serpent. You'll pay for all our brothers and sisters. How many have you led to their deaths? Confess. Oh, so many, sister. Even more than usual lately, ever since volunteers started flocking to the sounds of your sweet sermons. Saint's blood, I'll rip out your throat with my own hands. Farewell, comrades. Deceiving, manipulating, and nudging you toward your deaths has been an honor and a pleasure. Commissar jumps into the closing portal before anyone gets a chance to stop him. Satisfied cackling booms from behind the monster's black mask. Foolish meat. Falls for the same trick every time. Here's what happens to you now. They're about to unleash fighters and beasts that will seek to eviscerate you, so try to survive until the end of the fight meet. No one is expecting more from you. But should you kill something after all, do it painfully. Unless the Master's craving for death agony is sated, they'll release me into the arena, and you will regret that. Got it? Option 8. Alright, let's go with option 4, of course. Address the fighters. This abomination says that our death is certain. But even in death, there is a choice. To be butchered like cattle, or to die for the Imperium. Do not let the Xenos decide your fate. May you leave this life with the Emperor's name on your lips. With a roar, some of the fighters make the sign of the Aquila and ready their grenades. Their pale fingers clutch the pins as they steel themselves for a fight to the inevitable death, intent on taking as many enemies of humanity with them as they can. The monster scoffs. Pretty words. Hope your death will be pretty enough to match them. Off with you, meat. Rejoice, Spire Dwellers, for I have come to slake your fatal thirst. May the vicious hunt commence today. My wild hounds will enter the arena to taste the blood of its wretched challengers. Bathe your souls in their suffering. Make your guesses at whether the prey can overpower the predators. If you're looking for more refined entertainment, watch the ousted Draken of the Reaving Tempest fight for his life against the glorious champions of the arena, the bloodstained proselytes. Your soul is so hardened that only the triumph of violence can soften its scars. Enjoy the massacre of the fearsome Flesh Gorger. Today, we'll try to kill him again. As our Space Marine companion. Is that all? Will you just give me your pet jesters? Don't be offended if I break your playthings, Kakaros. Let the fatal thirst be quenched. We have a ton of allies. Darn the Xeno scum. We'll take you with us, for the Emperor. Kakaros's hounds are dead. We've proven ourselves. Maybe the cult will even take us under their protection. But there are too many of us. There can't be too many winners. Don't turn on me, buddy.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
The Lord suddenly loses strength and certainty. Everything around you looks like a decoration and a sham. Horror constricts your chest. The sounds join in a terrible loop of self-repetition, mixing with a grinding sound, becoming high and sharp like the teeth of a chainsword, and tearing at your eardrums. This one should be fairly straightforward, I think.
Who, if not me?
At your beck and call. A tactically sound approach.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I think I can... I guess it doesn't matter. Can I not shoot over top of this thing?
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I won't stand for it.
Each strike is a prayer.
Have you enjoyed it? Are you surprised? The Fallen Drakon has defeated the best warriors of the arena. The cult appreciates it. Marjai Azaraish has been granted the right to join the Bloodstained Proselytes, our circle of champions. Azaraish? Play Azaraish, that sounds right. Did any of you expect to see a Monkai challenger survive the vicious hunt? Do you savor the sight of the flesh gorger devouring his mangled enemies? Is your fatal thirst quenched? Yes, it is quenched. Alright, let's loot these bodies real quick. So we saw
Keep your wits about
our future
you.
Space Marine companion eating the body of the that creature. Space Marines can basically eat whatever they want, and their stomach will digest it. They also have acid spit. Well, most of them. The Imperial Fists do not. It's one of the few chapters that don't. And they can also eat the brains of their enemies and gain their memories. Alright, so we have a couple heavy armors. Gonna equip those. Alright, so the serrated mono knife is better damage-wise, so equip it on him. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll explore the arena, or whatever we can. And continue making the rounds. I realized she was injured earlier. Alright, I'm gonna call it here for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.